Okay, so people being that fucking dumb. So Tulsi Gabbard resigned.
Oh no!
Oh, what a shame. Very sad, I know. Very sad.
What
This is
happened here?
Trump updates. Trump updates.
It's true that some people do resign, because for family matters, and it's quite possible that that is the case. But on the other hand, I think she is smelling. I think she's seeing a bunch of rats fleeing the ship, and could try to.
And a lot of them
distance
happen to
herself.
be women, because Trump's a sexist and he's firing at the women.
Yes.
Oh, you mean Pam Bondi? You mean that lady?
Who has cancer now? Who has cancer?
Fuck cancer. Fuck Pam Bondi.
Yeah, she cites her husband's health, and people don't believe her. People don't care. Like, they think that she's full of shit, or don't fucking give a shit about whether or not her husband is sick or whatever. They just want her gone, and they're happy to see her gone, I think.
But
So,
that's
she's
okay
the director of
because
national
they
intelligence,
could apply
right?
for Medicaid.
Yeah.
They could apply for Medicaid and get government assistance for all that
Can they?
support
This says-
for medical people.
Tulsi Gabbard resigned as President Donald Trump's Director of National Intelligence on Friday. This is an article from May 22nd, so this is relatively new. Saying she needed to leave office as her husband battles cancer. She is the fourth cabinet member to depart during Trump's second term, all of them women. In her resignation letter she posted on social media, Gabbard said she told Trump she would leave her job overseeing the coordination of 18 intelligence agencies on June 30th. She said her husband had recently been diagnosed with a rare form of bone cancer and, quote, faces major challenges in the coming weeks and months. Quote, at this time, I must step away from public service to be by his side and fully support him through this battle, she wrote in the letter, which was reported earlier by Fox News. So the thing about this is like that classic, like, trad wife thing where it's like, all right, well, something's going on with your husband, you have to drop everything that you're doing.
Hey, it's quite possible husband does have this bone cancer, and if so, I wish him, well. I have not seen, Tulsi Gabbard's husband involved in any political thing. It seems to be a person on the side. So, that's. I hope that worked out well for him.
Braun.
Yeah. On the other hand, I don't know. I have no idea about him and the relationship.
Look, there's an old German saying that what do you call it when two people sit down to dinner with a Nazi? And the answer is 3 Nazis.
Yeah, it's one of those things where
2 Nazis.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, cancer sucks, but nobody cares about you, the individual, because you're an awful piece of shit, independent of whatever else is going on in your life.
Yeah, for some reason I don't I don't wish ill necessarily on this guy. I just don't care, because in order to be married to Tulsi Gabbard, there's got to be something wrong with you there, and something that's wrong in a ethically dubious way, because you're married to the woman who is in charge, or was in charge, of the intelligence agencies of a fascist regime. There's not a whole lot of coming back from.
Yeah, I mean, I have no sympathies for her. That's not.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
Dapper, or what Landon is getting at just the fact that there are actually people who are legitimate people, who are good people, that are actually doing a public service, that are actually trying to do their fucking job by the law, who might have the same reasoning that Tulsi Gabbard is espousing in this article. It's just that nobody cares because it's Tulsi Gabbard and fuck her in particular.
Landon is a much nicer, kinder, gentler person than I am.
No,
well,
I think
at least in public.
Done a lot of damage, in my opinion, to national security, and her, she should have been fired for cause. That doesn't mean that her husband needs to have cancer, and if she wants to use this as an excuse, however, don't come back in 4 years and say, well, I left and I wasn't really part of the stuff. No, Ms. Gabbard, you should stay away from public office and just fade in the background. You don't get to come back and say, now my husband, got cured, or maybe get a new husband, I don't know, and think you can rehabilitate yourself. No.
Throw a party with J.D. Vance like Charlie Kirk's wife.
Also, she's not cool enough to pull off the Rogue from X-Men look, so stop it.
Yeah, stop that. Cease that. Cease and desist that immediately. This is sacrilege, this is heresy, and I hate it. On the other hand, though, also, do you think she's gonna try, or do you think people are gonna try and defend her when shit comes crumbling down? Oh, well, I wasn't there because I was gone taking care of my husband who's definitely sick.
Look, I actually do think her husband's sick. I don't think that's all. It would be a hard
Yeah,
line
sure,
to
sure,
stand,
sure.
right?
Yeah. I'm just not willing to believe anything on the face value of whatever they're saying.
She has done a lot of things in the past that. Go on, please.
No, you go ahead.
She has done a lot of things in the past that she can still be criticized for. And if it come and if we go back in history and if we examine what she has done, she can still be held accountable for it. Like, you know, her thing in Syria with Bashar al-Assad, who was like accused of atrocities. She went and met him. Russia and Ukraine comments, you know, where he echoed the Russian talking points. You know, so and then the narrative that she spread around the Ukraine biolabs thing, you know, and then the thing around Snowden. There's so much, and again, her lack of experience in the job that she was doing. She has no background in deep intelligence, and she was given this job, and she took it. Right? She's a fucking opportunist. Like, yeah, sorry for her husband, but not sorry for her. Fuck her. So
she doesn't get to use.
And she's also anti-LGBTQ community. So fuck her.
And she doesn't get to use her sick husband as an excuse. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all this is.
You guys are much nicer than I am, because I'm still in the position where, like, Ava Braun doesn't get a pass because she wasn't the guy. And neither does Tulsi Gabbard's husband, because he's not the woman in charge. He's married to her. He's providing her support. Look, if I marry someone,
valid,
and then it turns out that she goes and joins a fascist regime, I'm filing for divorce.
Yeah, no, same. Yeah, you have valid. These are grounds for divorce. I'm waiting. You know what there needs to be? There needs to be Tulsi Gabbard's husband. Am I the asshole? Reddit post. Relationship advice.
We have seen like women divorce their spouses or the other way around when they realize that they're MAGA or they have voted for Trump. They have like children who have cut off their families, like their parents or the elders in their family, because they voted for Trump. So why not her husband? I guess the medical benefits are too good, I guess.
So it's the thing with cutting off family members is, I'm not telling people that they need to do it, especially if it's, you know, like family that you didn't choose, right?
It's a
like
personal decision. Yeah.
Right. But you have to remember, if someone has voted directly to harm innocent people, which everyone who voted for Trump this time around did, because that was his explicit promise, was to hurt people, that is not a safe person to be around, period. Because they have shown that they do not have any concern for the well-being of others. And why the hell you think that doesn't include you is beyond me. So if you have family members like this, I'm not telling you to cut off contact, but I am telling you, watch out, be wary, don't trust them.
You will be
they have shown that they are willing to harm people for no reason other than it makes them feel better.
Preach. All right, next up.
She has a whole bunch of stuff, by the way. You can look at stuff about the damage.
Yeah, I just listed a few
pre-trust stuff. She is a piece of work, and this is a sad thing because Agent Orange, as president, likes to appoint people who are incompetent but loyal, and then basically they can stay in public office. But she is a really everything. I hope she leaves public office and leaves government service, never to return again.
Or comes back. I needed my chocolate. Please.
By the way, Gabbard, one of the things she pushed in Hawaii was to amend the Constitution to give lawmakers the power to reverse the right to marry whoever you want to. And she then apologized for anti-gay advocacy, and then she introduced Protect Women in Sports Act, and did a whole bunch of other stuff. She's a really, and of course she's had a lot of problems with working on the whole Iran nuclear things
Yeah.
and the threats. She's done a lot
She
of
has no
damage.
experience.